Okay, so let's take a look at a massively huge box of Halo figures. Halo, by the way. This box was only $6.99, and I know you're looking at it from the back and saying, what are you talking about? This is just a bunch of figures. On the back of the box, we have a listing of all the figures in this new Halo scale. That's the 4-inch scale. Technically, it's more like a 4 3/4 scale. We got the Jackal Raider, Master Chef, the Spartan Spartan Calamino, the Hyperius, the Elite Mercenary, the UNSC Marines, the Jackal Raider. Two different colors for him. And then we have Master Chef again. He must be all over the place. I guess, well, you have to feed your army. And then we have Tovirus. Okay. So again, I don't play the game Halo. I've only played it a few times, and I found out it's not a game for me, but that doesn't mean I don't like the action figures. I think they're cool. This massively huge box is the UNSC checkpoint with Spartan, Gungir, and Elite Mercenary. Whew. All right, let's get that thing out of the way. That was a massive bunch of stuff. Big old box that I still can't get. Well, it's going to fall on the floor. All right, so right off the bat, we have a lot of stuff here to deal with. We got these little containers that I'll probably just go ahead and use along the way to put things in to get them out of the way. Because I'm one of these people that's like, you don't want to see me cleaning or maybe cooking, because I'm constantly cleaning as a cook. I can't stand to drop any little thing, because I mean, then I might forget about it. So we got a container that's empty, which won't be in a few minutes because there's a lot of stuff that comes with this. We have another one. So these are the UNSC container boxes. We also have a gun rack. Now, I did buy 2 of these sets because nobody's wanting to buy it. There were 3 at my store. I bought 1, left the other 2. When I came back a week later, they were still the same 2 there. I was like, nobody bought these? I was leaving them for other people, and nobody wants them. I'll buy them because, first off, the figures are awesome. These guns, I'm sure I can use all these guns in some way, shape, or form. I mean, I really dig that one. That one's kind of cool. And then there's another side. Good, because there's a lot of weapons here. We have this Sonic the Hedgehog gun. It's got little Sonic spikes on him. We got this gun that comes on a big old tripod here. So you could take a picture as you shoot people. Yeah, all right, so we put that over to the side. We got 2 figures here I'm gonna go over in a second. We also have this lava lamp. Okay. I don't know what this is. I didn't even see it in the package at first, but it looks like it's like some kind of force shield. Either that, it's a bridge you go over water, or maybe it's like a tanning bed, or yeah, maybe he gets a tan. Our tan is like, hey, I want a tan. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We put it back there, shielding it from the background. We got, I think it said 10 of these base plates. We got green, we got dirt, and we got rock. So here's 3 rock ones, a 4th one, 2 more green ones, 2 more gray ones. So it looks like there's more than 10. Hold on, that's 5. Nope, 10 on the dot. So we got 3 of the dirt ones, 3 of the grass ones, and 4 of the rock ones. So that's cool. I really like having all these bases because, let's be honest, we always need extra bases. And well, I bet this, yeah, they're too small for him, but I bet they fit the Fortnite figures pretty well. All right, we also have this really, really cool looking gun. I don't know what that is, but as far as what kind of gun that is. We also have this gun, which looks like the gun I was just playing with on my Linda figure, but in, of course, a smaller scale. So I think it's the same gun, different scale. And then we have another lava lamp. Maybe this is the thing that opens the Stargate, the 0 point module. All right, now we can bend down a little bit so we won't be staring at the background so much. This is one of the figures I dig a lot. I like alien figures to begin with, plus he's purple. That's pretty cool. And then this is a pretty interesting figure. He does look a lot like the lightsabers. That helmet, I swear it's like, is this one of the lightsabers? Pris, is that you? Pris, speak to me. So the articulation, if you didn't see the Halo Master Chef that I built, or not built, I showed off, these are probably gonna have the same articulation for the humanoid. So let's look at this humanoid right here. The head is really close to the neck. It's not like much of a neck there. So if it's on a ball joint, it's really close. Okay, so there's not going to be as much articulation with it because there's not much of a neck. Kind of like me. But that definitely does look like a lightsaber's head, if you know what I'm talking about from the bubblegum prices. The arms are limited by the shoulder pads, but they can go up that far. They can still go around 360 degrees. I like the back on that too. That reminds me a lot of everything about this is reminding me of lightsabers for some reason. Maybe that's my body telling me I need to go watch the lightsabers today. All right, so the elbow it's almost like it's permanently bent, but this one actually bends back nicely at 100 degrees or 180 degrees and bends at 90 degrees. So yeah, that's pretty good. This must be a female figure because it's a lot more dainty than the Master Chef and smaller. So it may be actually in the scale that's the better scale. And she still towers over him. Hey, big boy. All right. So I'm assuming this is a female figure just because of how the dainty the hands are, and I don't know though. The shoulders to hip ratio on a woman is a lot. The shoulders to hip ratio is smaller on a woman. You can tell a woman's skeleton from a male skeleton. So when people go, I don't want to go into the politics right now, but people talking about there's not a difference between males and females. I beg to differ. I can look at the body's skeleton and tell the difference. So that's something I learned in art class. All right, so the legs are on a ball joint right here. Can she sit down? I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is a female or male. It may just be a daintier guy. Nothing wrong with it. I'm an artist, so I mean, I understand. Some people are just not, like he's a basketball player, I guess. The legs can only split this far. And then there is a thigh articulation. Now the cool thing is there is a double joint at the knees. It does look ugly though. It really does. And there is a ankle rocker, and the feet can bend up and down. Yeah, he's a lot smaller. She's a lot smaller than the Master Chef. Let's see how exactly tall she is. Somebody let me know before I go crazy trying to figure out if this is a guy or a girl. Yeah, this is only like 4.5 inches tall at the most. Now, for the people that live outside the United States, it's about 11 centimeters tall. All right, and so the feet go just fine on these. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is made by the same company that makes the really awesome figures. He's going to be bigger anyway because he is a Nephilim is what I call them, but he is an alien, which is another word for Nephilim, sort of, kind of. He is about 13.5 centimeters tall. So he's bigger than, yeah, he's definitely bigger than Master Chef. And then for inches, he is 5.5 inches tall, while Master Chef was 4 3/4 inches tall. His articulation might be a bit different because of his alien physique. His face is exposed right there, I think that's his gray face right there. He's got a up and down joint up here, and he can also bend all over the place. I don't know if that's a ball joint inside, but I'm guessing it would be. It would make the most sense. His arms are hindered by the armor to go up so far, which probably is there to keep him from breaking his arm in battle. And of course, it swivels around a full 360 degrees. At the, I'm gonna use the human terms for these. Elbow, he can bend not as far. He can go from straight to about, I'd say maybe 70 degrees. And then his hands can go in and then twist around. And then they can't go out as far because he has the arm right there, which is probably to keep him from getting his arms broken when he's playing Pinochle, or what is that other game used to be called? Uncle, with other warriors. He's got a really weird ball joint right here in the waist. It's kind of loose, but at the same time, I guess it does its job. And his thighs, he's got a thigh swivel, and he's got a ball crotch, and trying to see how far in it goes. Yeah, so the thigh swivel and a ball crotch. And for the knees, now I'm suspecting the way he's made, his knees go in, he's going to be more of a staying a bent joint because he's got doubled, like kind of like an animal, like a fawn or something. So if he wants to be down at the level of the human, he has to be like this, talking to him. And then, of course, he probably more naturally rises up like this. So it reminds me of the legs of those creatures that in the Power Pack #1 comic book, the horse creatures. I think they had legs like that, didn't they? And he has hoofs kind of things at the bottom. They go down, they go up. I'm trying to see if there's some kind of ankle rocker in there, if that's what you want to call his feet. I suppose there's something down there, but it's really hard to tell. It's very gooey, so when you move it, there's some resistance because it's just wanting to move back. So he's got extra points of articulation because he's got extra points of his body, like a normal alien would, you know, like a, you know, the aliens you know in your neighborhood. All right, so we got the chef is down. We're not gonna be able to eat tonight. All right, so we got these two figures, and if you go to your Ross, I don't know if anybody is even picking up on them. They are a little bit too big for the G.I. Joe universe, unless you want to pretend like these are just all basketball players, and of course aliens are aliens, so whatever. I usually pretend like these are humans and the 6-inch figures are robots, or maybe they are Nephilim or bigger, just giants. I mean, you know, there could be giants from other planets. I always think it's funny that the Colossal Boy from the Legion of Superheroes, when they made they reboot the universe all the time in the DC universe, and they're mostly affected by it because they're so far out in the future. He's actually tries to keep telling everybody, no, I don't have the power to make myself big. I make myself small, because he's a Titan from his planet. Everybody's that big. So if he ever gets knocked unconscious, he goes back to being big. He has the ability to shrink himself to a human size. So it's kind of ironic because from our perspective, he looks big, but from his perspective, we look small. It's one of those things I just find humorous in the complicatedness of it. So that's normal for them. And then when they see us, they go, wow, how are you guys so small? It's amazing. It's like you're hobbits. So yeah, I mean, when you're playing with intergalactic beings, size matters not. Except whenever you're trying to get them into the same picture, then it can be an issue. But yeah, if you want some of these stands, for $6.99, getting 10 stands is not a bad price if you just want the stands alone. Plus you get a lot of weapons, you get a weapons rack, you get 2 containers, and you get 2 action figures. So that's a lot of stuff, and a tanning bed force shield thing. You get so much stuff for $6.99. I almost bought this a few weeks before I was just like, nah. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon, which is a good deal for it. I'm glad I held out because I got 2 of them for less than 20 bucks. So if you want to pick it up, I hope you find it. But I hope you also have a great day, and I hope you already maybe have found it, because every Ross is different. When I go to different Rosses, like when I go to Myrtle Beach, they have a different stuff altogether. I mean, I found like these 2 figures here. I'll probably find the other 2 figures there. It's just the way the game is played. So hope you guys have a great day and come back again.